Welcome to our second video photo report. This is Tom Corless of WDWNT.com bringing you the latest from the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news. Again, this time we're going to be checking in on Epcot as of August 18th, 2016. What's new around the park? First of all, we'll start over at the Mexico Pavilion. You may remember some time ago, some genius tried to climb or attempted, or I guess they made it most of the way up. Climbing the facade of the Mexico Pavilion. They added some no climbing signs. Well, now there's a new no climbing sign. You can clearly see where they removed the one that was previously there because there's a big piece of paint missing under this one. The new sign has the Epcot font, but it's not really all that pretty. Not that the first sign was great, but I think it was a little nicer than this one. The only thing I can think of is maybe a permanent sign is on the way, and this is just holding the place of that for now. I don't know why they need to do that, but stranger things have happened. I'm at least hoping, because this sign isn't really great, and plus there's that big ripped up paint area now on the facade. Some new merchandise around Epcot. Number one, this Peter Pan snow globe. They had done a number of snow globes for different theme park attractions. There's a Haunted Mansion, there's a Tiki Room, all Magic Kingdom attractions, mind you. This is the Peter Pan's Flight one, but this is version number 2. The reason this is version 2 is if you see that Peter Pan hat at the top, there's a reason why that's there. It's because originally there was a Tinkerbell figure that was on top of there, but however, they found in transit to Walt Disney World, those would break off real easy. So they replaced it with a hat, which makes not a whole lot of sense because Peter in his hat is right below that, but that was their solution, and that's how the item exists now. You may still be able to find the Tinkerbell one around. I haven't been able to find it yet, but I haven't checked everywhere either. There's some new, it's been a long time since they've done sports jerseys. A couple years ago, they were a real big thing. They did the faux sports jerseys. There was like a Stitch football jersey and Tigger and all different characters. And now they did 4 new ones. There's an Oswald basketball jersey. All of these are Disney Parks exclusive. These are not any other Disney line you'll find anywhere else. They're all exclusive to the parks. They're Disney Parks branded. There's a Mickey Mouse baseball jersey, which is kind of cool. There is a Walt Disney World 1971 baseball jersey, which I like because it's reminiscent of the New York Yankees, which, in case you didn't know, is my favorite baseball team, being from Bronx, New York, but very reminiscent with the pinstripes of the Yankees. I guess also reminiscent, looks a little bit like a Chicago White Sox jersey because those probably are black stripes. And then the last one, there's another basketball jersey with, in this case, the Fab Four, and that's why there's 4 stars and a number 4 on there. It's Mickey, Pluto, Donald, and Goofy. Whenever they choose to leave Minnie out, or anyone for that matter, they call it the Fab Four. Not a common thing, but it's happened in merchandise before. Halloween stuff is all over the place, and Pin Central was no different. All of the open edition Halloween pins for this year are now available. All the usual assortment. A couple new Star Wars ones. This C-3PO and R2-D2 one is new. That was not available last year. But some of the ones available last year are back. There's the Ewok. There's Darth Vader with the candy corn and the Death Star bowl. I don't remember the Yoda from last year. It's probably new. And as well, there's the Chewbacca that was available last year. Weird new merchandise item. Not that it's a bad idea, but they've come out with bicycle accessories. So there's a dual ringer action Mickey Mouse bicycle bell. What dual action means, or dual ringer action means, is you can go either way. So you can push forward or pull back on that Mickey handle with the glove, and it will ring. There's also a Minnie Mouse version of that. And last but not least, there is a bike light, ultra bright LED bike light. All 3 of those items are $16.99 and are just starting to arrive around Walt Disney World property and are indeed Disney Parks exclusive. Over at the Imagination Pavilion, Journey to Imagination, we keep seeing some weird things happen, which means people are in there working, whether those are Imagineers or just your regular construction workers. We don't really know at this point, but things are definitely happening. This gate here is usually closed. This is usually not open. It's part of the queue for Journey to Imagination. You can also see that wall. There's a tarp in there, which isn't usually there. And I don't know if they're just doing work or what the story is with that, but it's an interesting development nonetheless. As well, weird thing. In the queue, these projectors above you usually show the Imagination Institute logo for the open house. And Figment will come in, he'll sit on the light, he'll turn it on and off, he'll do fun things. That wasn't the case this weekend. It was just all of them were turned to static. I don't believe they're really like there was still movement, but there was no Figment movement. So I don't know if this was a thing where they just turned it onto a static mode or what, but nonetheless, there was no Figment. And speaking of no Figment, that is not an error. That photo you're seeing is the wall at the exit of Journey into Imagination with Figment. Typically, there were Figment footprints painted on the wall here. A couple weeks ago, those vanished. They still have not returned, so likely not coming back. So now you just get this big blank wall to look at as you exit. So weird things happen in there. Don't really know what's going on. Hopefully we'll find out soon. It was my birthday this past weekend, so a couple of my friends decided, we need a snack mid-afternoon. They're like, oh, we're going to take you to the Caramel Cooch. And this is the Werther's location, which has a number. All the different snacks have caramel in them. And we tried a couple different things. There's a pecan cluster, walnut cluster, which was really, really good. Everything was fantastic. There's a caramel-filled chocolate cookie, and of course the caramel corn. Everything was fantastic. Gonna have to go back here again. Really great. And what did we wash it down with? Well, we tried a shot of this fig drink. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. It tasted like figs. Imagine, if you will, that Fig Newtons were liquefied with alcohol. And that's pretty much what that drink is that's available in the wine shop in Germany. I think that's a good place to end. Again, if you're enjoying these, please let us know. Something new, we're trying out these video photo reports to give you a little more insight as to what's going on at Walt Disney World. And that's going to do it for this photo report. Be sure to check us out online at WDWNT.com, the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news.